You guys. So this story, wow, man, this story kind of took me by a complete surprise as I was looking over the story, and I just couldn't believe what I was reading because it threw me for an entirely different loop. And I was just like, damn, man, this is crazy work right here. You know, that this is going on right now. Here's the situation, you guys. So the man, and there's a lot of different stuff coming out right now about this whole situation. And we'll talk about this in different various videos. But the man who allegedly tried to take out Trump, the judge apologizes in court to the man who's accused of trying to take out Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Now, let me read this story to you from TMZ. So it says, the man accused of trying to unalive Donald J. Trump just got something unexpected in court, you guys. An apology. Yeah, you read it right. A federal judge is sticking up for the alleged would-be assassin and blasting the jail officials over how he's being treated behind bars. This is unbelievable work. So, Magistrate Judge Zia Faruqi did not hold back today, telling the court that he was disturbed by the conditions faced by the man by the name of Cole Allen, who was a 31-year-old man that's been accused of trying to infiltrate that White House Correspondents' Dinner, you guys, and take out Donald Trump and other top officials. Now, Allen was put on unalive watch, right, himself watch, after his arrest, meaning he was locked down 24/7 in a so-called safe cell, cut off from phone calls and visits outside of his lawyers, and allegedly couldn't even get a Bible, despite asking for one multiple times. Now, prosecutors tried to justify the extreme measures, claiming that Mr. Allen could be a danger to himself after he already told investigators that he didn't expect to survive the attack. But the judge wasn't buying it. Instead, Faruqi drew a sharp comparison to defendants in the January the 6th Capitol riot, pointing out that he's never seen those cases involve 5-point restraints or such restrictive confinement, especially for someone with no prior criminal history. Then came the jaw dropper. The judge turned to Cole Allen directly and apologized to him directly in court, saying that the system is supposed to ensure fairness, not pile on punishment before trial. The judge said, and I'll quote, "Mr. Allen, I'm sorry that the things have not been the way they're supposed to," he said, according to Fox News, right? Goes on and says the judge also made it clear he's not letting this slide. Now, he's ordered jail officials to update him immediately on Mr. Allen's housing situation and pushing to move him into a less restrictive unit with windows, proper legal access, and basic accommodations. Now, the heated hearing came even after Cole Allen's attorneys backed off of a motion challenging his confinement, saying they've already been taken off suicide watch. But the judge, Faruqi, still forced everyone into court, signaling that he's got grave concerns about how all this went down. For now, Cole Allen remains locked up and is set to be back in court on the 11th of May. But it's apparent that the judge is watching this case very closely. And there's a lot of things that's going on surrounding this case. You got a lot of things. And I'm going to say this again, a lot of things going on surrounding this case.
We conducted interviews literally across the country in multiple jurisdictions in less than 24 hours after this tragic event, and also used FBI fixed-wing assets to transport evidence from across the country to Quantico so it can be analyzed quickly, because we believe in the necessity for speed and doing this properly, which is why we've done this investigation above board with our partners at DOJ, and which is also why just over 24 hours after this tragic incident, you'll be seeing myself and Attorney General Todd Blanche address the nation with actual details relating to this event. What we are going to do is continue to look at the interviews that we've conducted, the dozens and dozens of interviews we've conducted over the weekend, and put that in one place to show you what he did, how he got there, when he got there, when he arrived, how he got down to the area in question, how he was able to get through security undetected. We have all those questions answered, and that's why I wanted to present with the Attorney General at the press conference later today, once the magistrate is certified or signed off on the criminal complaint. Just remind everyone, this was almost the entirety of the president's cabinet, the president, vice president himself, and 2,000 members of the media. This is something the movies don't even write about, something like this kind of scenario, this kind of tragedy. And thankfully, the quick reaction of law enforcement, we're going to be able to present to the world in less than 36 hours almost, exactly what happened, this individual's entire background, who he knew, where he lived, who he was talking to, everything about the firearms, everything about the ballistics. And as you saw, our evidence response teams were on scene so fast. That is the reason we are going to be able to present to you this material. This was a matter that needs to be heavily scrutinized, because it almost took the lives of dozens, if not hundreds of people, but for the quick reaction of our law enforcement. And we're going to be talking about how we improve the security, not just for this event, but for all events going forward. We're going to learn from this one, and we're going to utilize President Trump's leadership and backing of the Blue and law enforcement and work with DHS to ensure our cabinet, our protectees, and the American civilian population is as best protected as possible.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.